Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the fifth installment of Baseball on the Island Weekly. We have a very special edition in store for you today. I was going to go over the 2016 College Baseball All-Long Island team. So we're going to start off with the Division I programs. From Hofstra University, we have outfielder Matt Annunziata and third baseman David Lederman. From Stony Brook, we have pitcher Chad Lee and third baseman Casey Baker. From New York Institute of Technology, we have Joe DeRue, the outfielder, and third baseman Louis Melee. From the Division II programs at Delphi University, we went with pitcher TJ Santiago and first baseman Robert Vanny. From Malloy, we have Dalen Guzman, pitcher Ron Bauer, and first baseman Angelo Navetta. From LIU, we chose pitcher Joey Arena, first baseman David Groneveld, and outfielder Rob Andrioli. From Dowling, we chose Chris Apeda, pitcher, and catcher Michael Rizzatello. From the Division III side, from Farmingdale State, we went with pitcher Matt Seelinger, who was also named the Skyline Conference Pitcher of the Year, and Nick Attardi, outfielder, who was named the Skyline Conference Freshman Player of the Year. From Old Westbury, we went with Joey Walsh, Jesse Russo, shortstop Tommy Zeigen, as well as pitcher Jeremy Charles. And from the Skyline Conference champion St. Joseph's College, went with pitcher and outfielder Nick Girardi, as well as pitcher Ryan Alois. And from the junior colleges, Nick Marino from Nassau, and from Suffolk, Nicholas Von Olen and Christopher Kalaki. That's your 2016 College Baseball All-Long Island team. We're going to take a quick break for a message from our sponsors, and when we come back, we're going to have special guest Kyle Young, MLB draft pick from the Philadelphia Phillies.
Baseball on the Island is sponsored by Modus Global, the global leader in biomechanics for sports injury prevention and performance analysis.
Welcome back, everyone, to Baseball on the Island Weekly. For our next segment, we have Kyle Young, very special guest from St. Dominic High School. Kyle just got selected on Saturday in the 22nd round of the MLB draft by the Philadelphia Phillies. So, Kyle, first off, thanks for taking your time out to come on the show today, and congratulations on getting drafted.
Thank you.
I know it was a dream come true for you, so a lot of work went into today, right?
Yeah, it's awesome.
Absolutely. So, first off, you know, before we get into the draft, we'll talk about this season. You know, the Bayhawks, you guys had a good season. You went 16-9 overall, but you know, defeated by the eventual champs in Kellenberg. So now that you've had a chance to kind of digest the season, what was your overall take on the team's season?
I mean, I think we did well. You know, obviously we fell short, but we had a great season all together, and we really came together as a team. Didn't end how we wanted to, but I mean, I'd say it was successful.
Now, from a personal standpoint, you had an outstanding season, undefeated 7-0 on the hill with 70 strikeouts. Do you feel like you've accomplished your goals from an individual standpoint?
I don't know about accomplish my goals, because I definitely wanted to win the championship, but I feel confident that I threw well this season, and I feel good about how I threw. Really went out there and just competed.
Now, what did you work on in the off season, would you say? Because everybody knew that you had the fastball, but it seemed like I've watched you 2 times. You really had command of your pitches. So what did you do to kind of develop your skills from a command standpoint?
Yeah, I definitely worked on the control, because I knew eventually people are going to catch up to the fastball, and it's not going to be just a one-trick pony. So I had to get the control of the slider, which is my new pitch, and I've loved it. And the changeup, it's been working great.
How about from endurance and stamina standpoint? Because you were able to go deep into every game, maintain your velocity. So, what did you do in the off season?
Just a lot of weight training and a lot of conditioning, just to try to get stronger and faster for this year.
Now, the Catholic League always has a lot of premier players. It seems like even though there's only a fraction of the teams from the public schools. They always get kids drafted like yourself, and always D1 players. So I'm going to name a few guys. Just tell me what it was like facing them, and what makes them so tough. So first we'll start off with Stratton Padaris.
I hated facing him. He's played with me before too, so he knows how I threw, and he's a great player. So it was always a challenge facing him, but I loved it because he's also a friend of mine. So It's always fun facing your friends.
Now, he was also named to All Long Island for the high school, as you were. Now, he threw out like 85% of the runners. So when you were watching in the dugout, were you kind of hoping that your team wouldn't try to steal on him?
Oh, yeah. And I would always tell them, don't even try it. Even if it's a ball in the dirt, like, he blocks it very well. He showed it in the Nassau-Suffolk game. He threw out another runner.
That's just what he does, it seems, right? Now, how about another left-handed pitcher like yourself, Chris Kappas from Kellenberg? Even though you don't necessarily step in the box against him, but how about what you see from him from the dugout?
Oh, he's a great player. He plays both ways and is successful both ways. He was also, I think, an All Long Island guy. So as a junior, that's incredible. So he's going to be very successful.
And he's got another year, too, now to even build on that. So how about from the same team and possibly a future teammate next year, Robert Weishire?
Oh, yeah, he's a great hitter. So I always had to be careful with him. And he was always tough to face.
Now, how about you looking forward to possibly playing on the same team as him? Now you don't have to face him anymore, right?
Yeah, finally.
Yeah. And how about from St. Anthony's, Cameron Tomeko?
Oh, yeah, he's a stud. He's very good. He's very fast.
What about when you're pitching against him? What kind of challenges does he present?
You know, you always got to watch out for the speed if he's going to try to lay one down. And then he has a great swing with a lot of power in it. So the gap-to-gap power he has, he's very good.
Another dangerous guy. And then how about another lefty pitcher from St. John the Baptist, Noah Lorenzo?
It always seemed like me and him would like face each other in every game, so it was always tough facing St. John's because I would always have to face him.
And he wasn't a guy that...
very close game.
And it seemed like he would get better as the game went on. It seemed like he was just a very tough pitcher.
Yeah,
right?
very tough, very crafty.
Those are the kind of guys you don't want to go against. So, you know, now for the draft talk. Obviously, a lot went into that. So, talk a little bit about the emotions of the last week.
Oh, it's been surreal. It was really awesome. It's like a dream come true. Like everyone always wants to be drafted. So I mean, couldn't be better.
Now, how did you find out?
I found out through the live stream when I heard my name, and I checked Twitter just in case to make sure.
Make sure you weren't seeing things?
Yeah.
Yep. How many people reach out to you after that?
Oh, it's crazy. The phone was just blowing up.
Didn't stop ringing.
Yeah.
But
it's awesome.
Yeah,
it's a great feeling.
Nothing to be ashamed of. Those are the times you wanna hear the phone ringing. Yeah. So then, how about yesterday in the Grand Slam Challenge? You got to play against a lot of guys that you played with and against over the last few years. Was that a good experience as well? Yeah, it
was awesome. You know, I got to see a lot of my friends from prior years, like who I've played against, and to finally play with some people I've been playing against for 4 years. It's a great experience.
And in front of a nice crowd as well, right? Well, Kyle, thank you very much for your time, and again, congratulations and best of luck on whatever decision you make, whether you choose to attend college at Hofstra or to sign with the Phillies.
Thank you.
Right.
Thank you.
We're going to take a break, and we're going to get a message from our sponsors.
Baseball on the Island is sponsored by Body Armor Super Drink, the #1 natural sports drink for athletes.
Now that the book is closed on the 2016 season, the episodes of Baseball on the Island Weekly will be shot less frequently. However, we'll make sure to keep everybody posted on the most pertinent news relating to baseball on Long Island. Special thanks to Prospect Sports for hosting this week's edition. I'm your host, Vinny Messana, and thanks for tuning in this week.